Welcome back to another video on my channel, Logan Speed Shop. Today we got this bugger turned around, which means one thing and one thing only. She's ready to drive. Well, kinda. Just had it running up to temp. Literally just fought it to turn it around. The clutch was a little bit funny. She's not bled. Well, just bled a bit, but honestly I'm out of fluid now. And see, I've just bled it again and I've taken it down. The brakes as well, not great. I've got the 4 calipers on again. You can see the bugger hiding in there. That was one that got me. See, it's a little bit of a scuff. But yeah, brakes aren't really bled. It's good enough to take around the block. So we'll see. I've run it to temp. It's okay. It's got some leaks, which we'll talk about later in the video, which isn't great, but hey, it is much of a muchness. One of them's coming from just down there. I can't see it. It's hot. I'm not playing with it. Another one could be a little bit more severe, but we'll dive into that later. Kind of hoping it fixes itself, to be honest, which, hey, don't we always love that when there's an issue and it fixes itself. I think what I'll do, chuck the camera behind the car, get a bit of a startup noise, and then chuck the suction mount on the window as we go around the block. We'll see what comes of it. Don't want to go too far as it's bloody loud and I'll probably piss everyone off, especially driving around with no bumper and all that jazz. Really just pushing my luck, but hey, gotta test it, gotta make sure it's ready for the road. How good does that sound? I don't know if you can hear me over the note. It's a bit of a quicker idle at the moment, but that's alright. In a bit. Let's go for a drive around the block. Alright, let's try that again in a minute. I just went for a drive around the block, filmed it all, and turns out I didn't. The camera was off. But I still don't have a clutch. I've adjusted the pedal. I'm just about to pull this lathe out and actually weld a little bit onto the end of the pin, as it's just not getting the throw out it needs. It's so bloody close. But yeah, I can't get gears when I'm moving. So, she's bled, but the pedal's adjusted. And this is the last option I've got. Hope it works. Here she is. I actually cut it down a little bit when I first got it, and looks like I've cursed myself. But yeah, this is the bit I had in back to front. So that bit pushes on the fork, and that bit's inside. I had it around the other way. Turns out that was wrong, and that went straight through the hole in the fork. Don't know. You might be able to see the hole down there. But yeah, that caused the inside of the slave to blow out when I was first bleeding it. Not related to this problem, apart from the lack of bloody clutch. So yeah, I'm just going to weld a little bit more onto measure this, weld a little bit more, then clean it up. Hopefully this fixes it. Alright, she's 5mm longer, or thereabouts. Ready to chuck it back in. Hopefully that fixes the problem and I can get it in reverse without bloody starting the car in reverse. It's a bit of a bloody drama. Alright, wish me luck. So, truth be told, haven't fixed the clutch. Made that rod longer, made the rod on the inside and the pedal longer. Probably need to re-bleed it just to be safe, and just need someone else to visually check that the push rod's coming out. So when my neighbour's home later, I'll get him to help me. But for now, I'm just going to start it in gear and make sure she's alright and just everything works. Yeah, start it in gear, back it out, stop the car, put it into first and take it around the block again. I did film this, like I said, just didn't press film. So let's put this bonnet down and get into it. So here goes, the handbrake that actually works amazingly. The brakes that I don't think I've got enough vacuum for, but yeah, we'll start in reverse. Still put the clutch in like normal, I don't know why. Could even be a ruined clutch. For some reason the pressure plate might be no good, but yeah, let's get going. Starts up good, way too loud. Oh, that clutch adjusted bad now. It's right near the top. I think the pressure plate might be bad or something. basically hit the steering wheel. Can we get second? As you can hear, she's pretty loud, but she's driving, sitting 77 degrees water temp now, climbing a little bit. Ignition's probably a little bit retarded as soon as you're off throttle, but that's okay. Got no vacuum. Coming up to the intersection, I probably won't be able to stop, but we can go to second gear. We can go back to first, or brakes just work. We've got a few cars coming, so let's wait for them. Water temp's climbing a little bit, 81. Jesus, it's loud. Let's hope this other muffler I've got fixes that. Yeah, pedal's way too high. But I'm wrapped. She's driving. Second gear. Makes it just impossible to drive. Just going down the road to a roundabout so I can come back. Oh, the wheel alignment's bad. First time really turning the corner. The power steering's working. I think I have to turn off decel cut as it's doing a few weird things. Really probably just got to play with the settings, but that's a bit above my head. I hope you guys can hear me. Hope the car sounds alright for you too. How good's that decel though? I think I just seen a kid pissing behind a power box. 84 degrees water temp, not too bad. I don't have oil pressure on my screen and my laptop's not on, but we're going to trust that's alright. Take a photo of the car as I drove past him. I forget some of the cars I build now are probably dream cars for young guys. Probably the cars I would have had up on the wall of my room when I was young as well. Drives alright considering there's no tune. I mean, I'm just putting along. It's kind of a win. Just probably annoying everyone, a bit obnoxious. Take the two-stroke car for a drive down the road. But hey, she drives, doesn't brake, accelerates slowly, probably accelerates fast, I haven't tried, don't want to, I haven't set enough stuff up in the computer for that, but yeah, doesn't really brake. I think the brakes need bled again, and I don't think I've got enough vacuum to actually brake either. Which is pretty bloody bang on. Idle's a good test. Would be good to be able to take it for a good thrash. Absolutely cooks me. I've got wires hitting me in the leg as I drive as well. But this is a good win. First drive around, the proper drive around the block. Wow, whatever you call it, where I went. And it made it the whole way, it didn't die. There's actually no weird noises, which is nice. Well, except for a steering wheel squeak and the lack of clutch and lack of brakes. But hey, made it around the block. I guess the real question is, after a drive, how many drips do we have? Let's have a look. We got a little one back, and that's it. Might be okay. Depends how much fluid we've got. Hopefully we've got enough coolant in there still so it can actually drip, but we will find out. This bonnet open. No weird smoke or anything coming out. Nothing sizzling. After the first warm up, I had like a weird drip over here. I reckon I still do because I can hear a whistle coming from that cap. Let's grab a rag. Where's a rag? Grab a fresh rag. Oh, bastard. We are. Let's undo this cap. The danger. Hear that? Danger. Ow. Nah, we ain't doing that. That burnt my hand. Do we? I want to get it off. It's all going to spit out. It's not worth it. Still want it off though. Nah. Game over. We ain't doing that. That sucked. Oh, wow. When you know you shouldn't do something but you do it anyway. Guess that's the bloody definition of dumb. But where's the torch? You can see the rag still bloody steaming. Here's my torch. So the battle I've got, I noticed earlier after the first little drive that was meant to be filmed, the bolts on the back of the engine, they're dripping. I might be able to catch one in action. Yeah, you can see that one there. Let's watch it for a bit. They're actually dripping a bit. And I'm thinking the clutch has to come off, so I reckon they're all going to get resealed. So, yeah, that'll be fun. But it's a job for another day at the moment. I just want to get the moulds on the doors. So that's something I've been putting off a little bit. And it just makes the car look nicer. You know, when you've done something, you're happy it drives, but it's something unsuccessful. Do something else that could potentially turn into a disaster. That's the only way, isn't it? What a battle the morning's been. Just bloody took the tape off the side mouldings that stuck on. That was a success. But the front bumper, it did not want to fit. You can see this side doesn't line up properly. The lip's good for a fiberglass lip, it fits really good. But yeah, this side's about the same. No matter what, I couldn't get it to line up. Same with these bolt holes, they're all out of line. I probably had to cut that a little bit, but it's on there firm. For now, it'll do. Might have to source another Series 5 front bumper. So if anyone's got one that's in great condition, uncut, let me know, I might buy it. Just again got back from pick apart. Picking up dicky little bits like this. Just these things really. And some wiper nuts, because I wanted the dome ones. Yeah, just silly little things, just so I can get it all back together. Knowing damn well that as soon as I finish this video, it's going up on axle stands, because I need to fix the bloody issue the drive showed me, which probably can't tell now, but the gearbox is coming off. I'll show you more next video what's actually gone wrong, but it's nothing a tube of silicone can't fix. And while I'm at it, I figure I'll chuck some ARP flywheel bolts in, because I was just a little bit worried about the ones I was put in, and this just frees up that bit of mind. So hey, it'll go up on stands, be able to bleed the brakes, the box will bloody have to come out. Nothing worse than pulling a gearbox out on the ground, but it has to be done, and I want to drive the car. So more on that next video.